Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, and today, since we're starting 60 stars, it will be very, very fun and very, very exciting if we do like a power run. And so what we're going to be running here is what is this called again? The Raven Fatigues. I always use the white one because it looks the coolest here, as I'll show you real quick. This is a very, very cool veil. And if you use Jack with the white outfit that he has, alternate 2 here, it's actually a pretty cool looking couple here that you have, very, very stylish together, and it makes for a good pairing. So maybe we'll keep it on now. The bird feathers on there are kind of neat, how they pair up with the wings that we have, and Jack looks dapper as ever. So anyways, with that out of the way, the cool thing about what we're going to go for here is some crazy extra heavy damage that we're just going to try and run some power builds with some weapons that you can kind of find in the areas that we're going to go through, and we'll just go, these will be like small basic power builds. They won't be like extreme one-shots and different things like that. And so we're going to be running firm stand here just as a cautionary tale. Now you have to be 1/3 of your health or more in order for it to kick in, whether that's falling, whether that's an enemy strike, whether that's any kind of attack or anything. If your health bar goes down in any way, again, like I said, falling, anything, and it is 1/3 or more. So for us right now, that would be 1127 would be our 1/3 mark. So if we're below 1127, we will die. If we are above that, 1128, then we will survive whatever damage we would have taken. So this will be helpful, maybe, and we'll see about that. But the nice thing is we'll have normal mobility here, and we should have a huge amount of Ichor recovery along the way. And so that'll be really, really nice that we can get back basically all the Ichor that we need, and we'll be pulling a little bit of shenanigans here with Fatal Surge as we go along. So we need 5 backstabs or parries in order to use Fatal Surge, and as soon as we get to 20 Ichor, we're going to run that, and then we get a huge spike in our damage increase. Obviously, double damage. So let's run here, and let's see how this actually performs. Now, I do have to say that there is a glitch kind of contradicting what the website is saying for the Raven Fatigues here in their stat requirements to be able to use this Blood Veil, and it says it needs a B+ in willpower, but that's not true. It actually needs a C+ in willpower. So what we have running here, we're at a willpower of B with Cognitive Zeal, so we are completely able to use this Blood Veil easily. And remember, we gotta try and get 5 backstabs here so we can get Fatal Surge running. Now you do pick up the Queenslayer Greatsword here in the Ruined City Underground, and so this is kind of why I picked this area, this one, to use, since it's here in this section of the game also. And so let's go for this. Now this sword does have one power move, and it is the heavy, just the regular heavy attack, and that is a 150% damage multiplier to the damage, and so you are completely able to use it in that way if you need to. There we go. We got another backstab, and this should be our last one, and then we can go for Fatal Surge. Very nice. Jack might die here. Come on, Jack, stay alive. There you go. Okay. That is taken care of. Very nice. Okay, so now we have 60 seconds of double damage, so we should be able to take advantage of this here. And since we go back down to 10 Ichor, it really doesn't matter, because that is the cap for Atlas anyways. So very, very completely fine to use it that way. And the running attack is also a pretty decent damage dealer, but this is the ultimate damage attack that you can do for this weapon, is to run just the heavy overhead slam like that. Okay, let's open up this door, and we don't need to rest. I mean, we can. Fatal Surge is almost over, but what I wanted to show is that if you're doing something, you can just do this, and you've reset all of your cooldowns on all of your gifts and everything. So we'll just go ahead and rest here for no reason, but that is pretty nice that you can get to 20 Ichor, use Fatal Surge, 60 seconds, and then just switch to something else and then switch back, and it resets. Quiet, Jack. And then it just resets our cooldowns for Fatal Surge, so we can use it again. So where you find this is right here in this chest, and so you can use this to really good damaging effects. This was the first greatsword that I ran through the game with, and it does very well. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, he hit us accidentally somehow, and because we're going for the heavy move there. But now the Raven Fatigues does not have very good defenses overall as a consistent damage mitigation tactic or technique, but it is a very good dark veil overall. It's kind of like a medium kind of blood veil. You find it in the dried up trenches, and it's pretty decent overall. Okay, and with what we have running here, it does do fairly decent, but you can see that these guys they do resist us quite hard, and so it's pretty important to use Fatal Surge whenever possible. As soon as you get to that 20 Ichor, use it, get the damage increase, and then go crazy from there. Now the interesting thing about this sword is the fact that they give it to you here in this area, but everything resists crush. Well, not everything resists crush, but Oliver resists crush very hard, and these guys, they have a 10% weakness to all damage types, and so it feels like inflated values, but then you get to the Oliver fight, and then all of a sudden there is no way to actually get the damage out on him because you're at a significant damage reduction, and so it's really difficult to make this actually go very well. Okay, so let's get Jack going here so we're not shot in the back. Jack's fine to take some damage there. He'll be all right. Let's run in here, get some damage. Okay, now we are below our 1127 mark, so that's very bad, and we need to actually take care of ourselves here just a little bit. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of damage here on this fella over here, just for fun. Now we will be doing some of the side quests and things along the way here, because it is 60 stars. It'll be fun to do some little extra side questing and different things, so we'll be taking care of all of that as we go along. Now we will forgot that pennant for you. Definitely need to bring that with us. So you can see that you don't get a huge amount of time out of that 60 seconds, but that's completely fine, and you can just switch like this, and you get Fatal Surge back, and it's off cooldown. We are above our we're above our 1127 now, so that's good. We can go ahead and take a fatal hit here if that should be the case, and we're right back to getting our five backstabs again. Okay, there we go, and we need to heal one more time, so we're above that 1127 point. There we go. Okay, and let's try for obviously a backstab on this guy. Too bad this guy is activating. That would have been nice if he would not have activated, so we could have... Oh, okay. Yep, let's head over here, get rid of the gunner, Maybe we get a backstab. There we go. Jack should be completely fine over there as he's doing Jack things, running around. Okay, and we'll go help him out here in just a second. Alright. Yes, you. Good. And we'll just go for a charge attack here. Not that it's incredible amounts of damage, but it is 2 consecutive strikes back to back. So we're at 18 Ichor, which is fine. And we need 1 more backstab to get to that 20. And you can see how you can kind of abuse the cooldown mechanic of switching blood codes, which is pretty awesome. And you're able to do that for everything except healing cooldowns, which if you're trying to abuse, you know, like how many times you can use like your offerings and stuff to give those to your teammates, then there's no way that you can do that. But and with special things like Final Journey and Queenslayer and those kinds of stuff, you can't actually change while those are active. But with all the other active gifts and everything that you have, you can switch off and switch back and just change all of your cooldowns immediately. So we have to try and get to 20 Ichor by the time we get to Oliver, so we can actually use Fatal Surge during that fight. So let's try for as many backstabs as we can get here. So we will activate this fellow.
Over there.
Yep. So we can maybe get a backstab here. Okay. There we go. Now this guy, since he drops so close to the wall and you can't really see around him too well, it is kind of tricky to actually get a backstab there. But we did it. We were successful, thankfully. Alright, now as we continue on here, when we get to home base, we will actually do Shang's side quest, just because we want to, you know, feel lots and lots of power. And so this will help us on our quest to feeling, you know, very powerful. Ouch. Okay, there's another backstab. So 1999, good year. Okay, we have 2 more backstabs to get, and I don't know if we can get 2 more backstabs, but we can get 1 here and then maybe a drain on these little squids here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Good, 20. Alright, Jack, and you're good over here. Okay, very good. Okay, and let's go ahead and heal 1 just because Oliver does an insane amount of damage to us. And Firm Stand, as of yet, has not done anything, so...
Have we found what we're looking for?
You judge whether or not that is useful for you. Okay, let's go for a guard booster and a drain activator. And you can see that a couple of our gifts here are going to run out anyways, which is completely fine because we're going to do Fatal Surge and then out of here. Okay, Jack, let's go. So Fatal Surge helping, and now we are out of Ichor and everything, which is unfortunate. Right, let's get this going. Okay. If he looks... Yeah, okay, let's go for a regular attack here. The heavy. Oops. Okay. Very good. Let's go for precision here. Oh, Jack. Okay, we'll get a parry there. Let's back up here. Okay. Oh, Jack. Okay, let's go for the heavy overhead. Nice. Okay, and Jack's dead. Okay, let's back up here. It just buys us some time. Jack is over his attacks there and stuff, which is fine. Okay, we'll just get some parries here. Okay, let's go ahead and heal twice because we need to be over that 1127, and I guess we're fine to stick with the code for now. Whoa. Hang in there, Oliver. Okay, precision doing work there. Definitely precision doing good work. So you definitely don't want to be using this sword versus Oliver during his fight. It's not the preferred weapon that you're given at the beginning of the game here and stuff. But you can see that with a little bit of activation of Fatal Surge as you continue on your New Game Pluses and beyond and everything, you can actually do pretty well with it, even though he has a 35% damage reduction in the second phase. Okay, so now we are back at home base, which is excellent. We got to do all the housekeeping here to talk to everybody. Okay, and yep. But now the nice thing is that we have access to, you know, kind of the rest of the area here. And we don't use Atlas a whole lot. And you can see why if you run a two-handed sword setup, it's kind of like the training wheels almost of Code Vein. And if you need to, you know, kind of feel a power surge or a power spike, you can always find a very, very good two-handed sword. And you can also use them in incredible, strong, powerful, crazy ways, which is really, really nice that these kinds of weapons even exist in Vein, because typically you get to a point where, you know, it's like, well, I wish I could be a little bit more powerful in these different scenarios and everything, and there's not really a whole lot available to me, but they do give you, you know, these two-handed swords right at the outset of the game. They give you a heavy axe, which is a hammer, but it's basically a different variety of two-handed swords, and then they give you the Queenslayer Greatsword, which is really, really nice. And so the excuse me, the cool thing is that if you're quick mobility, or if you're slow mobility and you use Louis instead, you can actually then turn that into quick mobility. Well, it's like a fast mobility. I don't want to say quick mobility because it's not quick on the card, but it's like fast mobility. And then you can use Revenant's Ambition, but you just can't get hit, which is where Firm Stand can come in much, much, much better for us. Rather than what we had. Rather than what we had without Reckless Abandon. Sorry, not Revenant's Ambition, Reckless Abandon. Okay, so if we run Louis here, we'll put him in his white outfit as well, and we'll do Shang's quest here. We're gonna kind of just do it all here in 60 star. Just we're gonna do the Virgin Born. We're gonna do everything. Louis looking dapper as well in his white with our white. Oh man, good looking couples around here. Very, very nice. Whoops. And so now if we get up to that 20 Ichor, we will be able to use Reckless Abandon, which will reduce our defenses significantly. And if you don't know how much, I did a video on that, so you guys can see just how much it is, and also just how much we actually need to do for these different backstabs and everything along the way. But now that we have Overdrive active, if we don't get hit, which hopefully we don't, we will be able to have that 25% increase to our damage. And then once Overdrive or Reckless Abandon is active, we will get an increase to our damage as well by 50% more, and we get the awesome increase to our mobility for free. Okay, so one more backstab after this, and we will be able to use Reckless Abandon, which is nice that you can switch back and forth between the codes to kind of reset those cooldowns. That is a very, very nice trick to be able to, you know, if you're trying to do things quickly. Obviously, you can menu faster on a PC than you can on console and stuff, but the principle and the viability of it is exactly the same. Okay, we'll go for a little bit more backstabs here just for Ichor's sake and everything. Okay, and let's get a little more Ichor as we get into the fight here. We already got the key But I mean, let's just go the whole 9 yards here and let's get it going. And we didn't have enough I-core for Reckless Abandon, so we'll get another backstab here. Okay. And let's go for this fella. Okay, and this should put us up over 20. Louis, don't kill him. Okay. Okay, well, that was kind of a waste, but okay, we did it anyways, so let's go ahead and teleport back. That's the fun thing about Atlas, is that because it does start at a lower I-core value, you never feel like you're actually cheated out of your I-core, almost in a sense, just because of the fact that you start so low. So if you use something like Reckless Abandon or whatever, you go back down to your standard regular 10, and so then you can just build it back from there. So it's always a build, it's always a code that you should plan to build as if you're getting stronger and stronger and stronger as time goes on in vain. Whoops. And instead of playing it as if like you're gonna do all the things on the build list from the outset, you need to play it a little more with a long-term vision kind of in mind. Okay, let's get precision, let's get this going. Okay, and let's get it on here with these fellas. There's 2 of them. That's interesting. Okay. Ouch. Now that definitely could have killed us with Reckless Abandon active, so we have to definitely super keep that in mind. Okay, 1 more after this, and we'll be able to get Reckless Abandon going. Oops. Okay, Louis, get up, my dude. Okay, it did not get the parry off. Okay, and I'm missing horribly on the parries, for sure. Okay, we got Reckless Abandon possible. Let's go ahead and heal. Okay, let's go ahead and heal again. And if I get a second here... Oh, that was really, really bad. Okay, that definitely probably saved us right there. Well, I don't know, actually. Let's go ahead and heal. And let's get Louis going. He might die here. I might die here. That guy missed me. How cool is that now that we can dodge quickly, and now that we have Reckless Abandon going, it is going to be very obvious if Firm Stand actually comes into play or not. Okay, we can dodge away from these guys very quickly. Oops. There we go. Okay, so 18,000 almost on that fella. That's pretty decent damage. Okay, so not really, but old world materials for sure. Now that we can dash quickly, that's very, 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 very nice. So let's drop in on this fella. Nice. Where did this guy go? Okay, very cool that now that we have a two-handed greatsword, we can get that super fast mobility here, which is very, very nice. Okay, and now that we're done with this, we can switch back, and we are back in business, ready to go with Reckless Abandon yet again, if we so choose. Got the key?
I think we can use that.
That's right, Louis, we sure can. Alright, and so this is how you can kind of play, obviously, you can play Vayne in a bajillion different ways, but this is one of the ways that you can play where you can feel extra powerful along the way, is to continually run the communal gifts with your partners, and it makes for a lot of fun, and when you just kind of remove all the cooldown, it really makes for a good time. Here we go, a little bit of water, and let's get to it. Okay, you. Okay, we'll go for a couple backstabs here to get rid of these guys along the way, and then we'll just run away here for a second. Louis is gonna get that guy. Wow. Okay, there's a backstab. We're not going to get enough backstabbing awesomeness here to make it worth it. But we'll just go ahead and kill him for now. Okay, we got the other key, so we're free to teleport back. So you can't use, obviously, the fatal or the communal gift here with Louis in the depths because you need 20 ichor, and we don't have, 20 ichor to start with unless you use an ichor blend. So I guess we could use one just to get Reckless Abandon up and running, so you can kind of see that difference between what we had earlier and what we'll have now. Okay, and definitely go for a Drain Activator. Now the cool thing is that we can heal while using this. Okay. Okay, let's back up here. Good. So very, very cool that we are super fast now. Oh. Okay, let's go for the heavy attack. Look at that damage. Really chunking it into him. Nice. Okay, use the alternate attack there to back up. Get some ichor here. Oh, I was banking on a stagger there. Couldn't quite get it. See, now we can heal. Give Louis some health. Okay. No, I'm not okay. Okay, let's heal. Can't parry the overheads. I forgot about that. Oops. Okay. So unfortunately, we didn't do very well there with Reckless Abandon active, but it sure was fun. And okay, Oliver's gone. So, yep, a couple of Oliver fights here just for feeling artificial sense of powerfulness. Okay, so let's go back to Shang. And the Queenslayer Greatsword is a very, very good sword. If you've not used it before, I do recommend it. It's kind of a mid to kind of a mid to upper crush sword. And the cool thing is that it doesn't have an ostentatious kind of 99 or 100 weight limit to it or anything. And so you're able to actually, wield it for some good use effects on the different blood codes that kind of are on the strength end. Now, since it does have a strength of C requirement, a lot of the blood codes in the game can actually make use of this thing. So anyways, hopefully this helped you guys here on kind of just giving you another blood code here with the Queenslayer Greatsword. And as we start 60 stars and we get through 60 stars, we're going to be running more of the two-handed swords, and we're going to feel powerful all the way through. That's going to be a lot of fun, and as you see, we have a lot of variants here that we can make use of, so we'll be visiting each one of these in their various wacky different ways. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for the butterfly and the parking deck. We'll see you then.